What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the main channel. I know it's been a fat minute. It's been a few months since I've actually made a video. Again, like nothing new, per usual. Recently, this past weekend, I went to Dreamcon in Arlington, Texas with a few of my friends. And today I just want to talk about that whole experience and how it went. I'm gonna talk about the good things and the bad things and everything about it. Before I jump into the Dreamcon experience, I'm gonna jump into where we stayed, where me and my friends stayed at, because it's a whole story on its own. So before we went to Texas, we had to get everything situated, like our hotel situation and who was driving and all sorts of stuff like that. Let's just say none of that went according to plan. The first thing that went wrong is we couldn't get a rental for all of us because there were 6 people and we couldn't get a rental for all of us, so we had to drive 2 separate cars. Not a big deal, but we really wanted to drive one car. And the second thing is we stayed in a terrible motel. Definitely the worst motel I've ever stayed in. The worst anywhere I've ever stayed in. We walk in, I think DJ had to throw something away. He's looking for a trash can. He's like, yo, there's no trash can in here. I just had this hunch. I'm just like, I know there's gonna be something else wrong with this place. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check the water. I told Andrew, turn the water on. Turns the water on, there's nothing wrong with it. He starts to walk away from the sink. I just feel something. So I just turn around and look at the water, and the water was still in the sink and there were particles in it. I'm like, there's no way that came from the water. I checked the water, it was fine. I look under the drain and there's noodles. There's ramen noodles in the drain. Why? Why are there noodles in the drain? Well, that's terrible. It can't get much worse than this, right? Wrong. I went to go use the bathroom. There's a lock on the door. I locked it and I'm just like, bro, I know, just like, this is not gonna work. Sure enough, I opened the door. After I locked it, I opened the door and it opened up. Never locked because the lock didn't work. We paid $48 a piece for it, so I guess we got what we paid for. The beds were comfortable, I can say that. The power went out. The power went out while we were sleeping. Yeah, that was something. Yeah, terrible place. Anyway, on to the Dreamcon experience. We got to Dreamcon around 10:15-ish. I think the doors had already opened around 8, but they still had a line outside, so that just shows you how many people that were actually there. When we first walked in, there wasn't a lot going on. Just a lot of people walking around, meeting each other and stuff like that. When you walk in, there's a stadium on the right side with like a big open area where they had all of the game systems for like the Smash tourney and the Naruto tourney. And then on the left was like all of the different rooms that the creators were gonna be in for like meet and greet and stuff. The first creator that I actually saw was Av. He was like walking down the hallway with the box. He looked over to me and nodded, what's up? And I was like, what's up back? And it was just like a really cool moment for me. The first thing that we did, we walked into the stadium and that's where they did the introduction, everything like that. I have a few clips from it. I didn't film much. It definitely sucks being like a live in the moment type of person because I always forget like, oh, I have this camera in my hand. I should probably use it. But yeah, they introduced RDC, and after the introduction, I think RDC had a panel. After that, there was like a bunch of other stuff going on. Like, let me tell you, there's like so much stuff going on. There's so many different panels. There's an exhibit hall you can go through with like a whole bunch of art you can grab and you can buy stuff. There was tournaments going on. They had like their own separate game rooms, like you could just chill in and relax in. There was a lot going on. I don't remember exactly what I did like in the middle of the day for the first day. I just remember the Smash tourney. Like that was the highlight of my night. Seeing Berlizzi beat Mark like that, bro, that was like so lit. I have a video actually right here I'm gonna show. I lost my voice from screaming. It was just so lit, bro. That entire tournament was crazy. Sylvanas is different for sure. Like he was using different characters every single game. But next year we got to see Leland versus Berlizzi, bro. That's like for the culture. The second day, some good things and bad things happened. Not necessarily like bad things at the convention, just things for me personally that were bad because I missed some things and stuff like that. We got there around 12-ish, I think, because there was nothing really going on before that we wanted to see. I think Berlizzi's meet and greet was at 1. I'm like, yo, I'm meeting Berlizzi. Like I don't care about any of that. Like I'm gonna meet Berlizzi. So when we got there, I got straight in line and the line was already like super long. The day before, Caleb City had a meet and greet and that line like wrapped around almost to the stadium just to see Caleb City, and they capped it off. I remember they capped it off. Only like half of those people, not even half of those people could get in. Some of my friends were like, yo, you're probably not gonna be able to see him because like this is already a long line and we're not that far ahead. They convinced me to like get out of line to go see something else. I'm like, okay, bet, it's unfortunate that I can't meet him, but it's whatever. Like I'll get back in line if I can, but whatever. We went to the Sheraton to go to like a Caleb City panel that was gonna be in the next hour, I think. It was like a Q&A with him, Lennar, and Long Beach Griffey. We waited there and we didn't even end up going to that. We just went back we went back to the stadium. I'm like, okay, well, since we're already back here, I'm just gonna hop back in line because the line didn't get too much longer from when I was there. And I thought I still had a chance to meet Berlizzi. Actually, the line was moving. It was actually kind of moving pretty fast. But right when I got to the spot I was in, when I first got in line, they capped it off right before me. I was like so devastated. I'm just like, man, I came here to meet Berlizzi and I just missed that opportunity. It really sucked for me for sure. Forgot this dude Andrew got a picture with Berlizzi, bro. I'm pissed. But luckily, Caleb City's meet and greet was like an hour after that. If me and my friends waited in line, we were gonna have like great spots, which that's what we did. We ended up staying in line for like another hour, I think, or like almost like 2 hours to meet Caleb City, because honestly, that's like my second favorite creator there. So I had to miss the Easy Game versus RDC Smash thing. Oh man, I just missed so much stuff that I wish I didn't miss. I ended up meeting Caleb City, Lennar, and Long Beach Griffey, 3 of my favorite creators. That was really cool to actually see them in person. There was like a bunch of other stuff going on, like in the exhibit hall, there was Double Dutch, and RDC had a meet and greet at one point in the exhibit hall. The exhibit hall was really cool. There's so much dope art there, like so many dope artists that definitely deserve recognition, and this was the place for them to be. Berlizzi's panel was really good. I actually learned a lot from that. That's why I'm making this video right now, because I feel really inspired to like just keep creating content. But other than that, man, wasn't too much else that I did that I can remember. There were some after parties too, which I didn't go to because I don't mess with parties like that. My friends went to, but they told me they were really cool. So maybe next year, you know, step out of my comfort zone. Now I want to go over some tips that you'll need if you plan on going to Dreamcon 2022. Tip number 1, if you want to meet a creator, like, you need to make that a priority. You need to get in line an hour or maybe even 2 hours earlier, because just think about it, this year there was a COVID restriction. Like, there wasn't as many people as there could have been. The lines were already super long. Just think about how it's gonna be next year with no restriction. I don't know if it's gonna be in the same place, but if it's in the same place, for sure, you need to get in line like 2 hours earlier, because those lines are gonna be massive. Tip number 2, I recommend getting VIP tickets if you can, if they're not like sold out super fast, because VIP gets to cut lines and they also get like better seating in the stadium. And the third thing is just like try to meet new people. This is a space for like Black creators. Like honestly, there was a whole bunch of Black people there. Like in my community, people I fit in with, people I can relate to. Really try to meet new people and make friends there, because you can make friends off of that, you can network off of that, you could do a lot of stuff just off meeting people, you know. Probably meet your favorite creator through somebody else that knows them, you know. You never know how that could work. Tip number 5, I think, wear deodorant, because yeah, it was kind of musty a lot in there, so please wear deodorant. Dreamcon overall, 10 out of 10, like top 3 experiences of my life for sure. I just want to say these creators, before anything, they're humans. Like, they're regular people just like me and you. One time I saw Mark walking through the hallway and I dapped him up. There wasn't like a big scene going on, you know, people weren't like jumping on him, stuff like that. Even though he's like Mark of RDC, it's just like he's a normal person. He's the same height as me. Like, it's just such a chill environment. I dapped up so many creators. I dapped up Lean. I saw him like 5 times. I mean, I saw hella creators. Agent, I dapped up Agent, Kai from AMP, Dylan, Leland, of course Caleb City, Lennar, and Long Beach Griffey. I'm going back next year. I'm for sure getting VIP. Like, that's a guarantee. Actually, no, next year I'm gonna be on stage. I'm gonna be on stage next year, one way or another. I want to try to get on as a photographer or like a videographer, or even Berlizzi said he wanted somebody to vlog for him next year. So hey, Berlizzi, what's up, bro? Hit me up. That's all for the video. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in. I want to see a lot of you guys at Dreamcon next year, even though there's like 12 of you. I want to see you guys at Dreamcon next year. Keep an eye out for my gaming channel. I'm going to start posting on there a lot actually soon. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out. I didn't cover the screen. There we go.